Assalamu alaikum. So today in Arabic grammar we will learn pronouns, and there are two types of main pronouns. One are independent pronouns, one are dependent pronouns. So independent pronouns meaning that they come independently and they will be used independently. Just like in English we say he or she, I am, or we, right? So same in Arabic we have those independent. Then the dependents are like when we say it is your, so your are like those kind of pronouns that are dependent. So there are two main categories. So these are independent pronouns. But before I go into independent pronouns, I want to mention two things. One is that in Arabic it's not just singular and plural. They're singular, dual, and plural, always like that. So we have nouns or pronouns. It would be like, especially in pronouns right now, we are in pronouns. So these are singular pronouns. Then there are dual pronouns. Then there are plural pronouns. So three main
types of pronouns.
Groups. So there are three main chunks, as I said, singular, dual, and plural. Then within this group, we normally go third person who is not present, right? Then the second person who would be like present, and the first person meaning like the person himself, right? So these three another divisions. Third person it could be somebody who's not present, him, he or she, right? They, right? In English, I'm giving you examples so we understand. Second person in English we say you or your, those kind of things, the person who's addressing. And the first person would be I am or we are, right? So same way we have like these categories as well. Okay, now coming to singular group in the third person, right? So this row is for the third person and this column is for the singular. So in singular, the third person is huwa, meaning he. Huwa. It's always meaning he. Hiya means she. Hiya. Hiya, yes. So again, the purpose of learning Arabic grammar is that when we come across these words again and again, so we don't have to memorize again and again. Once you memorize this thing, so if these words would come again 200 times in the Holy Quran, you already know them, right? So it would be like one time you memorize it and that's it. It will help you all the time whenever these words would pop up, right? Huwa means he, hiya means she. Now we are in the same singular column, we are in the second person group. In the second person, that's another thing too. Sometimes the male and for female, they are two different things. For example, in English, when we say you, we just say you for male and female. But in Arabic, for male is different you, for female is different you. Sometimes it's very slight difference. And that is the example. Anta. Anta means you. Anti means you too. It also means you. But anta is for the male and anti is for the female. So this is like slight difference. Anta has the fatha, right? And anti has the kasra, right? But in the first person, ana means I am. That is same for male and female. There is no difference, right? So this is for the singular, right? Yeah, these are independent. So when they would come independent. They will not join with any other letter. The second group is dual. So when dual mean two person. So it could be two male, two female, two person being addressed, or two person who are talking. So huma is for two person, right? Those two men. Huma means those. And in huma, in dual, it is same for masculine and feminine. There's no difference. It's the same, huma, right? Just like in English, we have they is for used for male and female. Same, huma is used for male and female. They, right? Third person. Antuma means you two. But we don't say you two, like TWO2, right? We don't say you two. We just say you. But we know antuma means it's only addressing to two person only. Same with the two, huma. When we say huma, they are or whatever, it means that they are only two, right? So, but huma is used for, again, male and female. No problem. So I will write M and F. So we know that this is used for both M and F, right? Antuma means you two, it could be male, two males or two females. Nahno means we. Nahno means we. Nahno. Nahno means we. And again, is for the two. But nahno, we, is also used for the plural. So even if there are two or more, it's going to be nahnu. Sorry. We. So it's for plural. Nahnu, either they are plural or two, is going to be only nahnu. Right? So nahnu is easy. But it means we. We are, right? Basically. Ana means I am, nahnu means we are. Okay, now coming to the plural section. The plural section. For the third person, we use for male, masculine, we use whom. Right? Oh. Yes. They are, but they are male. Hunna for females. Male, hum, hunna for females. But both are basically they are, right? But this is for female and this is for male. Hum, hunna. Right? That's for the third person. The second person, in second person, those people who are being addressed, antum is for the male, antunna is for the female. You are, but antum, you are, is for the male. Antunna, you are, is for the female. So antum, male, antunna, female. Right? And in the first person, I have already told you, nahno is mean we are, masculine, feminine, same thing, no problem. So these are independent pronouns. Once you memorize these, so whenever they would come, you would know it. Right? Anta, masculine, anti, feminine. These are masculine plus feminine. No difference in the first person. He, well, huwa, he, hiya, she. It's obvious. That's a difference too. Even in English, basically, we have a difference. He and she. So same in Arabic. So this group is called independent pronoun. This group is called dependent pronouns. And they're also important to know because they would come and they would join with other letters. So, and it will be easier for us to understand when we're learning the translation. And they will be joined with something else. This is for the singular. This is dual. As I said, you know, in Arabic, they're singular, dual, and plural. And this section is plural. Right? So this column is for the singulars only. So, and then we have male and female again, right? this section, this row is for the third person. And then in each group, singular third person, we have male and female. So who, we write it sometimes separately with ha with dhamma, or it can join, right? So it is also who, same thing, but basically both are same. Who, meaning his, right? His, and we have to use his. For example, kitabuhu, his book, right? So kitab means book, hu means his. Ha means her. Ha, her. So when we say, you're right, kitabaha means her book. So
This when you turn on something.
hmm?
This when you turn it on with another word.
Yeah, or when we want to say her book or his book, what do we have to use? We have to use these ones.
Who is ha.
Yes, who means his, ha means her. Then in the second person, singular, ka means your, this is for the male, and ki means your, this is for the female. So in English we have the same your, but ka is for the masculine and ki is for the feminine. So in English we know, okay, his and her, they are two different genders. His is for male and her is for female. Same in Arabic, who is for male, ha is for female. And but in your, in the second person, your is used for male and female both. But in Arabic, ka is used for male and ki is used for female. And in the first person, ji is joined again for male and female, doesn't matter. Same, just like in the independent one, it was the same. The dependent one is the same too. It's used for male and female. Same, right? And it means mine or my, right? For example, my book, I would say kitabi, right? So the kitab means book, and we would put ya with jazm at the end, and we would join with kitab, so it would mean kitabi, my book, right? That is the concept. Now coming to the dual, again in dual, masculine and feminine is the same thing. I wrote it twice. Here I just wrote it once. So, and you would notice it's the same thing. Huma, and here is huma, right?
Both dependent and independent.
Yeah, but this one is different. Kuma means yours. Male and female both are same. Huma means his, theirs. Basically, is there, right? Male and female. So both male and female is the same, and means theirs, right? Kuma means yours, right? And is for again male and female, both. So because it's in dual, so we have to remember that theirs, the meaning embedded is two, because it's huma, right? Kuma, yours, is also meaning two, right? So because they are dual, but we don't say you two, yours two, we just say yours, but we know it means there are two male or two female. Use same for them. Na is used for we or ours, right? So when we say ours, but it also means it's only used for two, or it can be used for plural as well, right? Ours, same thing. So just like in independent, we have nahno used for male and female, dual and plural. Same way, na is used for both first person, dual, and for plural. Both section we use na. So if I say that this masjid belongs to you and me, right, we are two, so I would say masjiduna, our masjid. Na, we would put na at the end. Or we have book, one book for both of us, we would say katabuna. Right here I said katabi, my book. If book belongs to both of us, we would say katabuna, our book, but two books. And if there are more people, more than two, we would say katabuna, our book. Same thing, right? So coming back to this, kuma means your, it could be for male and female, but it has the meaning of two. Now coming to the last section of plural in the third person, and we say there. So hum is used for the masculine, right? And hunna is used for the feminine, but both meaning there, right? And kum again is for the masculine, and kunna is used for the feminine, means yours, right? But again, this is plural, right? And na means ours, and it's for male and female both. Masculine, feminine, same here. It's masculine, feminine. Both are used the same for masculine and feminine. These are always used with some other letter, right? Sometimes, for example, these one can come alone, but it would be connected with something. But they won't be physically written together. But these, same here too. It can come together, like for example, we said subhanaka, right? It can be joined, or it can be like physically joined, not physically joined, but they will be connected, something. So this we have to memorize, there's no other choice. But the thing is, it will pay us in long run, because these words will come again and again in the Holy Quran in different forms. So as soon as they would come, you would know, oh, this means this. And this will open up deeper meanings of the Holy Quran too. Because sometime in the translation you might miss something. But when you would be reading, you will read something, oh, it's for the masculine dual or feminine singular or whatever, then you would understand, oh, this could mean this thing too. So it would open like whole lot of deeper meanings of the Holy Quran. So you're not just reading the translation, you're like actually, you know, it's like you would feel that Allah is talking to you directly, because it would have many deeper meanings. So that would be the benefit. Okay, there, for example, we can read these examples on page 346. They have examples of independent pronouns and examples of dependent pronouns. Mizun. Huwatil mizun. Right. He is a student. Right. Tilmizun, a student. Huwa means he is. This is from here. Huwa. Right. Next says hiya mu'allimatun. Hiya mu'allimatun. She is a teacher. Hiya is from here. Right. Hiya mu'allimatun, a teacher, and she is a teacher, so that means it's female, right? One teacher. Next is antuma akhawani. Antuma akhawani. Both of you are brothers. Antuma, this, right? Antuma. Next.
Antuna mana
tun. Antunna banatun. You all are daughters. Antunna is from here, right? From this group. Antunna. You are all daughters. Next.
Ana waladun.
Yeah, you got to keep it short. Ana.
Okay.
This is one of those exceptional words in Arabic that we don't stretch. So instead of saying ana, we say ana. Ana
Ana
waladun.
ana waladun.
I am a boy. And this is ana from here. Right?
Right.
Next is
Huma rajulini.
rajulani. Huma rajulani.
Huma rajulani.
They both are men. Huma is from here. Right? Huma. Two. Right? Rajulani. They are both. They both. So they said both. So meanings two. Right? Next.
Huna mu'alimanun.
Hunna mu'allimatun. Hunna.
Huna.
Yeah. Hunna is this. They all are teachers, but female teachers.
Huna.
Hunna. They all are teachers. Hunna is from here. But they are female teachers. Okay. Next. Examples of dependent pronouns. So first is khalatuna. Khalatuna.
Khalatuna.
Our aunt. Right? Is from this. Na. So you see na came at the end.
Yeah.
Khalatu, aunt. Right? Na means our aunt. Next is kalamukum. Kalamu means pen. Right? Kum means your. Kalamakum. Kalamukum. Right? So it's from here. Kalamakum. Your pen. Right? Is dual, masculine, or yes, dual, masculine. Right? Sorry, it's plural.
Plural.
Yeah, plural, masculine. Kalamukum. I was looking at the next one. Abukum means your father. Abu means father. Kum means your. So, kum here again. Right? Abukum. They have written dual, masculine or feminine father. I don't know why they wrote that. Abukum. It should be. If they have written kuma, so there's a mistake here in the book. They wrote dual, masculine or feminine. Maybe they wanted to write kuma, so they wrote kum.
Kum.
Yeah. So if we write abu kuma, then it would be your father, meaning dual, masculine or feminine. They might wanted to write kuma because they have already given an example of kum. Next is mu'alli matukunna, your teacher, but it's all feminine. Kunna is from here. Kunna, right? Mu'allimatu meaning female teacher. Kunna, your teacher. You're all teacher. Mu'allimatu, right? You understand how it's broken?
Yeah.
For example, mu'allimatu. Right? This is how you write. Mu'allimatun. Right? Teacher. And you have to connect your teacher. So here is kunna. So you won't write mu'allimatu kunna. That would be wrong. So this is how you write. Mu'allimatu kunna. Right? Mu'allimatu kunna. So this is why they are dependent, because they are all gonna join, right? Next is anfuma. Anfuha. Her nose. Anfu means nose. Ha is this, her nose. Kitabu huma. Kitabu huma. I have been given an example of kitabu. Kitabu huma, their book. And huma is from this group. So it could be male, two female, two males, but there are two, right? Their book. Kitabuhu, his book. The very first example, kitabuhu, his book. Okay, let me ask you, if I want to say my book, what would you say? My book.
Yeah.
Yes. So how would you join? With kitab. Kitab means, huh?
Kitabu, yeah.
Kitabi.
Kitabi.
Kitabi. This has jazm, right? This is jazm. So you have to use, for example, this is kitabu, right? So you would join with ye. So it would be kitabi. So you would write kitabi. Yeah. If I want to write kitabuna, it would be kitabuna. Kitabuna. Our book. Right? So these are some of the examples, but you would see that in Holy Quran these pronouns would come again and again, and basically if you understand, so it will be easier for you. Then you can differentiate too, right? So that what is the actual word, it will become much easier for you. Otherwise you will be just memorizing without knowing what you are memorizing, and you would be confused why, you wouldn't know the structure. Personally, I think this is the best way to learn the translation of the Holy Quran. And and this way you're learning Arabic language as well. Will be, for example, we say Assalamu alaikum. Kum means you all, right? Kum. So where is kum come from? Is from here. Assalamu alaikum. But now I ask you, why do we use this is for the male, plural, but we use for sometime we just, I'm saying salam to you, you're singular, or you're two person. So why don't I say assalamuka or aslamukuma? Or for female, why don't we say aslamukunna? Well, we always say assalamu alaikum. Peace be. Assalam means peace be. Alaikum, alai means upon, kum, upon you, all, male. But we use same for the female, we use for the same for singular, we use same for the plural. The thing is, this is used sometimes for one person we use plural out of respect. Even in English it is happened. In English, thou is you singular. You is plural. Even in Urdu language, for when we address somebody who's very respectable person, we never use singular you. We always use plural you, which is aap. For singular means tum. So same in English, now it has become so common that we don't even know that. So same thing in Arabic. So in Arabic or in languages, plural is always used to show respect. And now you can connect it to one of the prophecy of Holy Prophet ﷺ. You know that? I think we discussed sometime. The name of the Holy Prophet ﷺ is mentioned in the Bible. And it is used in the plural form, Muhammadan, instead of saying Muhammad. So our argument is that it is used out of respect of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. That's why they use the plural form of Muhammad, Muhammadan. Yes. So that is common in all languages. That's a Hebrew language. The prophecy was in Hebrew language. So in Arabic, Hebrew, English, Urdu, we have this common trait that whenever we want to show respect to somebody greater person, we use plural form. So same thing happens in, for example, jazakumullah, kumullah, or jazakallah. Jazakallah means may Allah reward you. Kallah, that's for singular. It's ka, kallah, ka Allah. Jazakallah, that may Allah reward you. That's for singular. But if we are using jazakumullah, that is also correct. even if it is used for singular person, because again that is used out of respect. But if somebody says Jazakallah, that is also correct, but that has to be for singular person.